Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and in today's replay we've got Major Nuisance, and he's in the American Tier 6 SPG, the M44, a favourite of most of the SPG players in World of Tanks. We're on the south spawn of Murovanka and battle's about to get underway. As you can see from the red mark on the barrel, Major Nuisance is quite experienced. He's got his first mark of excellence, and he's setting off to the west to find some cover to fire from. And he's loaded, ready to shoot. Of course, this area is one of the most familiar areas that people shoot from in their artillery, so it's a bit dangerous hanging about in the open because you can easily see the tracer. People look in these areas. Okay, he's going off further to the west. Nice bunch of trees here. Yep, he's setting up here. Okay, there's an enemy leopard's been spotted. Okay, he's hiding behind that ridgeline. It's a bit difficult to spot. Quick handbrake turn by the leopard. The red line indicates that Major Nuisance can't hit him. He would hit the ridgeline before he'd strike the leopard. Can't loop the shop over. And he's peered on the other side, but he's pulling back down. This leopard knows how to be Arty safe. Oh, but we've got somebody who doesn't know how to be Arty safe. There's a T-150, a Soviet Tier 6 heavy tank. And lines up the shot. Rounds out. Direct hit for 158 hit points and a stun. And shots are going in, so he's getting stun assistance. T-150's not happy. He's trying to get to cover quickly. More rounds are going in. Major Nuisance is loaded. Rounds out. Another splash hit, but the T-150 was taken down by the SU-100 before he could get the kill. But he definitely splashed it. He's aiming for this KV-1. He's pulling back behind the house. Okay, no, he's decided against it. He's going to go for this T-3485. Rounds out. Overshoots. It was quite hasty. It wasn't fully dialed in on the aim. There was a possibility the shell was going to go elsewhere. Ah, we've got a Stug 4, and it's in some bushes. Okay, lining up the shots, getting ready. Rounds out, and the Stug 4 gets killed just before Major Nuisance's shell arrives. That leopard's come back into view again. He's dashing around the side of these ridge lines, but no, he's decided to ignore him for the moment. No, he's going back to him. Looks like that leopard is more than worryingly getting close. He's looking to see if he can get a shot, but it's gone out of sight. He's unsighted. Now, will he appear again? He's looking for him. Ah, the leopard's been spotted. He's near the cap. And he gets killed. He gets killed by the VK-3001 on the other side of the map. Further to the east. Okay, he's looking at a BDR, letting the aim dial in, anticipating where the BDR is going to be. Rounds out. It's a long shot. It goes over the top, so that's RNG is not on Major Nuisance's side. He lines up the shot again, waits for the M44 to reload. Okay, it moves, so he has to adjust his aim. Okay, he's ready. He rounds out. And it's a direct hit on the front for 214 hit points and stuns the BDR. The BDR's pulling into cover quickly. Okay, this KV-1 still hiding behind that house. He's popped out for a second. Major Nuisance is loaded. Fired. Direct hit into the side for 78 hit points and a stun. Okay, the KV-1's pulling back into cover again. He's staying Arty safe. Okay, we've got an SU-5. It's right over the other side of the battlefield. That's going to be a long shot. 4-second flight time for the shell. Rounds out. And it lands behind but stuns the SU-85. Okay, oh, there's an 88. It's on this the top of this hill to the south. Okay, he's almost loaded. Rounds out. Direct hit. 185 hit points. That was good. And it looks like he's tracked him. Yes, he has tracked him. He's kept him in one place. He's repaired the track. He's pulling off. Ready. Lines up the shot. Rounds out. Direct hit again. This time he got him for 139 hit points. And he stunned him. getting stun assist, and he's tracked. Waiting for the reload. Oh, the 88 has been killed. Been killed by the 3001H again. So that's 2 that the VK3001H has killed. Right, this T-34 that he missed earlier. Let's see if he can get it this time. Rounds out. It went in. He definitely hit the T-3485. He doesn't know how much damage. He certainly stunned it. Waiting for the reload. It's stationary. And it gets killed by the S35 CA. Right, he's having a look where that BDR once was. No sign. There's a Hellcat that was sighted off to the west of that in C1. But of course, there's none of his team are close enough to actually get spots. They need to move further up if he's going to see. An enemy BDR, probably not the same one, because obviously this one's full health, has turned up on in the east, right near the water. Okay, he's engaging the Panzer IV-H there. Okay, the round misses, but there is a request for help. The crosshairs appear above the BDR, and that Su-85 has gone to the south. And sadly, we've lost the Panzer IV-H. He was spotting this BDR. Go unsighted very shortly. Okay, that round came in, and that missed. It went behind. He's going to have to relocate now. There's a possibility that the enemy tanks might move further west. They're obviously headed towards the gap, so he needs to move up a little further, possibly to H1 or G1. That will give him options to hit the Hellcat in C1, which has been spotted now. Now that Major Nuisance's team have moved up, they've spotted that Hellcat. Now he can probably deal with the Hellcat, but the problem is the 3001H, although he's got 2 kills, is an inexperienced player. You can see by his the symbols next to his icon shows that he's red. He's a rather new player with not much experience. He lines up the shot on the BDR, rounds out, and he gets a direct hit for 223, and the BDR is taken out and destroyed by the S35. Okay, they're after the S35, Su-85. It's almost loaded, but it's killed by the S35CA again. So that's another kill for that tank destroyer. That's 4 kills that S35CA has made. Okay, we've lost sight of the Hellcat, but the T150 and the IKV to the north are moving close to the enemy cap. The Hellcat's been seen. It's behind those buildings. Unfortunately, we lost the IKV. Rounds out. It lands next to the buildings. That's unfortunate. And this is a good Hellcat player. He's got a blue rating. And he's attacking that T150. Now, that means he'll stay behind that building. That might give us a chance to hit him. Major Nuisance is loaded. He fires. It stuns and splashes the Hellcat. Oh dear, we've lost the T150. The T150 was killed by the enemy Hummel. Okay, the S35 with the good ratings moved up. And he's looking for that Hellcat. It's an experienced player with a number of kills already. The Hellcat's got 3 kills, so he's another experienced player. This is going to be difficult. So the Major Nuisance is indicating to the VK3001 on his team to move up, but he doesn't appear to be doing that because he's too inexperienced. Okay, the S35 has got to the previous position where the Hellcat was last seen. Still can't see him. Oh no! The Hellcat's destroyed the S35CA, so that just leaves Major Nuisance and the VK3001H, who of course is an inexperienced player. Now we know that Major Nuisance is not an inexperienced player, so really now it's up to him and the Heavy, and he hasn't got much health, that Heavy. He's got about a quarter of his health left to take on the Hellcat and the Hummel on the enemy team. And the Hellcat hasn't got much health either, but thankfully Major Nuisance has got 100% of his health left. And the enemy Hummel hasn't been spotted yet, but the thing is that Artys on the north spawn tend to head to the west, and since the T-150 didn't spot him in the west, that indicates that the enemy Arty is probably to the east, hugging close to the end at the back of the map. That might be why the S-35CA was taken out. He could be seen by the Hellcat, and also the reason why the IKV was taken out. Even though he was next to those buildings, the Hummel to the east could see him, using the Hellcat to spot. He's heading down the far west side, gives him a bit of cover from some of those ridge lines. It's unlikely he'd come across the Hummel in this area. The T-150 would have spotted him earlier. No sign. So he's now headed west, and his teammate is coming up right through the centre of the map. That might mean he might be spotted by the Hellcat. Okay, he's found the Hummel. The Hummel's actually moved down. Okay, now can he hit the Hummel from that side? Yes, he can. It's got a green line all the way, rounds out. Unfortunately, it hits the buildings, but that Hummel hasn't got much health. Now, let's see if the 3001 can take out that Hummel. Chasing it round the building. Major Nuisance is reloading. He's almost ready. He's ready. Rounds out. And it's a kill. 47 hit points. So that just leaves the Hellcat on the enemy team. The unfortunate thing is that the Hellcat knows exactly where the VK3001H is. He doesn't know where Major Nuisance is, though. It's unlikely the Hummel communicated that he was hit from the northwest. So Major Nuisance is moving. He's headed east, using the trees for cover. There's a possibility the Hellcat is off to the east, you see, is using the trees to conceal his position, take shots at the VK once he started capping. And Major Nuisance is headed into the cap himself. He wants to just get in, he doesn't want to fully get in. No, he's decided to stay in these trees at the very back. Yep, no, he's moving into the cap. He is capping with the VK. Might be easier to get into those bushes. Not close to the east, but much easier to conceal. Let's hope that the Hellcat can't see him. If he gets a 6th sense warning, then obviously he needs to move. But he hasn't had a 6th sense so far. And they're capping quickly. 16 seconds to go. That Hellcat's going to have to turn up very soon. He has. He can be seen. Quickly pivot. Not much health on that Hellcat. He extends his aim. It's too close. He can splash kill the Hellcat. Rounds out and he kills the Hellcat. Splash kill. Actually, I think it was a direct hit actually on that Hellcat. So that wins the battle. Excellent shot. And if we have a look at the end of battle results, we've got an Ace Tanker for the M44 for Major Nuisance. We've got a Confederate. That means he scored hits on more vehicles than anyone else. At least 6 that were killed by other tanks on his team. Look at the team scores. He did 1,523 hit points of damage. So that's the highest score. He scored 2 kills, which is the second highest score. And he took away XP, base XP of 1,162. He fired 19 rounds, 9 direct hits, 9 penetration, 4 splash, damage of 1,523, and 1,398 was more than 300 meters. Obviously the difference is that last kill, the Hellcat, which is a lot closer than 300 meters. Enemy vehicles damaged 10, destroyed 2. Damage to assistance was 565. Yes, he did help a lot of his team score kills by tracking and damaging tanks, which was subsequently killed. And he did 1,263 stun assistance, 11 stuns, and got 47 capture points. He earned 48,968 credits with a premium account, and after deductions for ammunition, he took away 39,373 credits. His XP earned was 1,743, times 2 for first victory of the day. He has a total XP of 3,486. So well done, Major Nuisance. Another Ace Tanker in the M44, another Confederate medal. That's a good haul. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. We have excellent replays like this all the time. Thanks for watching.